What's up, bub? You're kicking on right when we're starting. I'm
What's up, TJ?
happy to see you on here with us because it's been a minute. Um, but before I get into all that, welcome everybody to Straight Savvy. I am your host, the one only Jay Savvy Dabby Davenport. Join with me so far is Big Bro TJ Holmes, Freak Show Entertainment down there, and then we got Kim Mason up there. Um, before I get into anything else,
Formally,
how you been, TJ?
for, formally Freak Show Entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh, I've retired Freak Show Entertainment. I'm kind of just doing the family thing right now, trying to take care of my health and stuff. So,
Yeah, I ain't knocking on you on that. That's one of the best things you can do right there because if you're not taking care of you, how can you take care of everything else?
all right, all right.
Congratulations on the good news from the doctor today, TJ, and congratulations on your weight loss, brother.
Let's
Thank
say
you.
16 pounds.
16 pounds
There
in
you
less
go.
than a month,
There
That's
you
awesome.
go.
in about 3 weeks.
Wow.
Damn.
Uh,
That's awesome.
So how you doing it?
I like it. Nothing but meat, eggs, and cheese and water. No
Water helps out a
starches.
lot.
No starches, no sugars, no, none of that. Anything that can turn to sugar, man, I keep it out of my body. My body's insulin resistant right now because I have too many red blood cells or something. I don't know, but
Right.
uh, he's had me on that for the last 3 weeks, and it's worked wonders with me, man. My face is actually a lot thinner.
Say you look a lot healthier. Well, I'm happy, man. I'm sorry that I don't get to keep up as much. You know, Ken knows now. I've been working at least 40 hours, 45 hours a week on top of everything with little man, and that's why I haven't even really had time to do this. So I appreciate you not getting mad at me and your feelings because I haven't been there for you like I usually am. Because I do see everything and I keep you in my prayers. So everybody that knows that, if I don't talk to y'all, I promise you, I still see what's going on.
To
Promise you.
be honest, with everything that's been going on, I've been kind of, I go up and down with my emotions, and I get real irritable and stuff. So I haven't really noticed because I've been kind of stuck to myself a little bit, kind of withdrawn from everybody for a minute. Trying to deal with all this stuff. So
I mean, and that's another thing that me and Ken wanted to talk about tonight too, because I keep hearing this, you know, with certain people. I'm not going to mention their names, but it's just internet. It's just internet. A lot of people have taken the internet and made it to where people that are dealing with things in their personal lives that we're already angry about don't have time for this internet bullshit. And yet people want to keep sitting there and digging and digging and digging and wondering why they're maybe not public enemy number one, but they're not welcomed. You constantly cause problems. You constantly cause issues. Why should you be welcome? You
yeah,
know, this
no,
whole I'm a victim, but you're a victim of your own reality kind of shit is kind of not becoming I'm not one of them ones that's gonna keep feeding into it saying, oh, let's put a spotlight on this. I'm one of the ones that's saying, hey yo, just stop. Enough. How do you cut it out? Stop getting the light because there's a lot of people going through life right now. Like Brother Ken up here, he just had neck surgery. What, less than a year ago? Didn't know if you're gonna be able to walk again.
it's crazy.
You know, I'm just a dude that I just use people, I abuse people, and I don't ever want anything better for anybody else. You know, that's just what I hear about me. Which from those people I know that's coming from, it's kind of bad that you burn every bridge around you and you still got to point the finger saying, oh, you're the problem. if you burn every bridge around you, how can you, the person that the bridge got burnt to, be the problem when the person that held the match sitting there holding that bitch, saying, I'm a victim, I burned myself. How'd you burn yourself?
Yeah, most likely they created the problem themselves or started it themselves and then want to play the victim afterwards.
I see it a lot. Like, that's why I held my tongue on wanting to come back, because there's a lot of people. Then the other day, I just seen a particular individual on somebody's podcast. Not going to throw shade on them because I know why they did it. And this same victim wanted to go back to their podcast and talk a whole bunch of shit like they always do, and then wonder why they're not the problem, or wondering why things happen. I grew up on that saying, if you ask for the devil long enough and knock on his door, eventually he's going to answer that bitch. Just saying. Which I do want to give a shout out to Adam Calhoun for standing on business the other day on Chop country rap shit. That was dope shit. Inside, I was sitting there like, yes, he is saying everything I want to say, because unfortunately, I've noticed a lot of people that created a whole lot of friction on a whole lot of waves that are seeing how that shit's playing out are trying to jump back shit, saying, oh, I'm sorry, I defended some. There's a difference between offending somebody and you making a full-on ass of yourself.
Right.
And that's why I'm saying tonight, stop the wickedness, because enough's enough. Own your shit, and it might help you some. Instead of saying, oh, it's not my fault, it's not my fault. Yes, it is.
Yeah. We lost TJ. Come back, TJ. I think he went into a dead zone.
But I know another thing we want to talk about, which I didn't watch it, but I know you did. Did you get to watch both of them or just the one?
No, I watched them both.
Okay. The Super Bowl celebration or halftime show. I'm not going to be one of the ones that's going to be sitting there saying, oh, how can you have a Hispanic guy? First off, he's from Puerto Rico, which is a protectorate of the United States. He is technically a citizen.
A U.S. citizen. That's right.
But am I one of them ones that when they said Bad Bunny's performing at the Super Bowl show, did I laugh? Absolutely. You know why? The dude doesn't have any songs in English. And you're having him at the biggest sporting event in America, where all these motherfuckers out, sorry about that, but meaning this, the ones that are just looking for a reason to be angry and to blame something on somebody, it's going to sit there and watch that. So let me get this right. We could sit there and tell people that don't speak English, you don't belong here, but we're going to exploit you. It almost seems like history repeating itself if you actually know history. Sorry.
Right. Well, I think it's a disgrace in the first place. That the Super Bowl used to be something that you sat down with all the family and watched. And all the kids, everybody joined in front of the TV, and there were great, wholesome halftime shows. For example, Aerosmith, Prince.
Prince was my favorite one.
Yeah, Prince is my favorite too. Those were great shows that had great songs in them. And I mean, this was a tragedy. The NFL should have never allowed this. Had he sang the songs that he does or that he did do at the Super Bowl, word for word, they would have banned him. The SEC would have came in and shut him down.
Yeah, he is
simply
right.
due to content.
Janet Jackson. Let me correct them. Sorry. Back then, when the issue with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake happened, MTV was in charge of the Super Bowl halftime show.
Right.
After that situation, they no longer.
Right.
So yeah, that's why that happened.
Yeah. And this year was Apple Music, and I mean, I am fully.
And that explains why they had a Bad Bunny on there. That's the top Apple.
Right.
But again,
streaming.
That's why a lot of these people don't understand. That's why I laughed at all this country. I'm going to be the biggest country rap star. Really? That's all you're focused on?
Right. Yeah.
There is so much out there. Like Tekashi 6ix9ine blew up in Europe.
Yeah.
I'm saying Just
Right.
saying. Like that, the United States is such a small egg to just focus on. Is it one of the best
Yeah.
ones? Absolutely. I'm not trying to sound like one of them people, but
Yeah.
you allow yourself to be blinded by just staying focused on something so small. Because
Yeah.
here's another example again in society that we can, because we don't like something, we're going to make a whole ass separate time halftime show racist as hell. Put it that way. Because you had a
Right.
Hispanic speaking person at the Super Bowl, you're going to make the All American whatever it was. I love Kid
Yeah. The
Rock.
All
I'm
American
going to say
Halftime
that.
Show by Turning Point USA.
I'm not
And
trying to be one of the people. I love Kid Rock. You know, I grew up on Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit,
me
all
too.
of them. It's just, how can we do something like that? But there are kids out here dying from cancer. We can't put
Yeah.
that same amount of energy into that. We
Right.
can't pay, we can't stop these veterans that go over and fight for us. Stop killing themselves because they can't deal
Yeah.
with it.
Suicide. Yeah.
But yet we're going to be extra pissed off and we're going to do something about this Spanish speaking person at the halftime show.
Right.
And society's not messed
or the
up.
Epstein files for that matter.
Well, they can't. They we both know why they won't release that. You can't release that when 95% of our so-called leaders are on that bitch.
Right.
Because, but what another thing with that situation, not trying to take anybody's side on it, it's real convenient that gets dropped.
Yeah.
Kind of goes away. And nobody's looking at it like this. Oh, so and so was on this list. So and so was on that list. You could put
Right.
anybody on the flight log. Now, do they go? Not all the time.
Right.
Could they be on a connecting flight to something else? Absolutely. Or could they have just went because it's like, oh, this dude is high time millionaire. He's not this. He's not that. Nobody knows. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we've all been guilty of by association with people. I'm not trying to defend nobody, but
Right.
before you want to be a lynch mob, make sure you know what you're being a lynch mob about. Because
Right.
unfortunately, in society, we keep picking the wrong sides of this shit.
Yeah.
And as soon as there's an issue, you know, example right here, everything going on with ICE. Everybody's up pissed off about it, right? What are y'all doing about it besides letting it keep happening?
Right. Well,
Not
I mean,
again. I'm not
I'm all
trying
for
to
immigration as long as it's done the right way. I'm also all for deportation as long as it's done the right way. I'm also for protesting
I am
as
too.
long as it's done the right way.
But I want to see all these people that keep protesting for so-called rights. Go to
Yeah.
the VA.
Yeah.
Go check
Volunteer.
out that. Protest that. Volunteer for that. Guarantee once you do that, you will stop going to these soldiers like you that most people have, which I still found out still happening, which is disgusting as hell. How can you disrespect these soldiers that go over there and do what they're supposed to? How would you
Right.
feel if you went to your job and as soon as you left that son bitch, you had somebody outside on your car because say you work at McDonald's, example, or Burger King, somewhere, you know, that way everybody knows about it. And because you work there and what they support, you get shit thrown on you. You get harassed. Your family gets harassed because you're doing your job.
Right.
A lot of these people that are soldiers do not, they're trying to get a better life. And unfortunately, if they tell their manager or superior officer, that way, again, you can tell your manager all day at work to say, oh, fuck you, I'm not doing it. Or things going to happen, you'll get fired. You do
Right.
that over there, you go AWOL, go to prison.
Right. Immediately. As soon as they find you. So back to the halftime show. Turning Point USA did a All-American halftime show. Now I want to say that one more time. That Turning Point USA sponsored a All-American halftime show. Now, first of all, it was not a Christian show. It was never intended to be.
Turning Point USA, is that oh wow. And they had Kid Rock there?
Yeah. Yeah.
And hold on. You don't tell me society's not broken. That just said it right there.
That's Charlie. That's what Charlie Kirk founded, was Turning Point USA. And because of the halftime show being all in Spanish, they decided to do an alternative show that was broadcast on YouTube that had Lee Bryce, Kid Rock. Oh, I cannot remember her name.
So I didn't. Yeah, I didn't watch none of it.
Well, it first started out with song "If He Cheats." She did the cover for that song, or "If He Cheats." And the very first song it started out with, it was a drinking song, and
Hold on, and this is.
Yeah, this is Turning Point USA.
I'm guessing from hearing that they're trying to push that agenda where what Charlie Kirk created with Turning Point USA, they're going to try to make it the no offense by this anybody, but that's going to be the whole stereotypical racist ass white man, the next neo-Nazi bullshit. Is that what they're trying to make it as?
Right. Well, it started out with Brantley Gilbert and the song that he did about swerving like in George Jones. Remember that song?
Oh,
Smoke rolling out the window and ice cold beer. That was the song they started out with, was with Brantley Gilbert singing that song. So then he did two songs, and then the woman came on. I cannot remember her name to save my life at the moment. I'll have to look that up. And I'm not able to see the comments on the YouTube, by the way. So if anyone has shouted out, thanks for being here. So then it came out with Kid Rock, okay? And they introduced him, and then he bursts out from the stage like he does usually when he does Ba Da Da Ba. So he did that song. Now during that song, he was lip syncing, okay? And it wasn't very well lining up with the exact same time that he was lip syncing to it. But he didn't perform the whole song. He only did the first part of it and then the first verse. And then after that, it goes black. And then a violinist and a cello come out. And I want to focus here on
for a Kid Rock song?
Hold on. Okay. Kid Rock just ended his performance on the Ba Da Da Ba. Okay. There's a huge symbolism here. Okay. That was Kid Rock. Kid Rock did the Ba Da Da Ba because that's who he used to be and what we know him most famous for. Okay. I am Kid Rock. So then it goes dark, and then up comes two performers, one playing a cello and one playing the violin. And it's a beautiful melody that they are playing. Okay. And there's symbolism behind it. It was the old Kid Rock doing what he did, and then Kid Rock becoming a Christian. They play their song, it goes dark again, and then they come back out and they introduce the next artist. The next artist they introduce is Robert Ritchie.
Why does that sound familiar?
You know who Robert Ritchie is? That's Kid Rock's real name.
Oh.
And then he did the song Until You Can't. The country song Until You Can't. That was him, his redemption and coming out as himself and not the character of Kid Rock. Okay. And then he goes on to say, and he wrote a different verse to add into the song Till You Can't. And he says, we all have that Bible at home that needs to be dusted off.
Kid Rock said that?
Yep. You need to go and watch this. It's still on YouTube. It's still, all you have to do is look up Turning Point USA All-American Halftime Show. And then he said, anybody can turn to Jesus no matter where you're at until you can't. It was a great show. You really have to see this. I loved it.
I mean, I'm all for it. It's just
Not
know
your
me by
typical
now.
Kid
I'm
Rock.
just one of them ones that I hate when they put up the vision and say, and then we keep wondering what the problem is. We're the problem.
Yeah.
We are the problem because you know what? Unfortunately, so many people want to sit there, they want to get on their soapbox and don't realize that instead of getting on your soapbox, do something about it.
Right.
That's why I might be one of them ones, I am not. Do I appreciate Dr. King's message? Yes, I do. But when it comes to how I am not one of the ones that believes just laying down and letting shit happen is how you fix shit. It's not. Because the
I
more
agree.
you lay down, the more statistics you make, the more the issue's going to get, and then you're just going to be a martyr, which is fine. You can be that.
Yeah.
But look at all the lives you're affecting around you by being that.
Yeah. So he took Cody Johnson's song "Till You Can't." He added his own verse in there, and then he did. He told his redemption that you can turn your life around until you can't. It was a great show. Everybody needs to go to YouTube, look it up. All you have to type in is Turning Point USA All American Halftime Show. It's about 15 to 16 minutes long. You can watch the whole entire thing.
I'm not going to see a dude with a dress. I'm
Well,
sorry. Like I wasn't.
I
I
agree.
just had to look and see what everybody was talking about as far as the I'm like, okay, there's this, there's that. Okay, why is he in the dress? All right, like
During the Super Bowl, I switched over and did watch the Turning Points USA's Super Bowl halftime show. But I did go after the Super Bowl was over, actually the next day, and I watched Bad Bunny's performance. One of the big problems that I had inside of it was where he gets to the truck where all the bushes and everything are surrounding him and so forth. And the first thing they show at that point is two guys grinding on each other. During the halftime show. This isn't what I want my kids seeing.
mm-mm. But
Not during.
we were talking about that at work. Like they they had such an issue with how what we watched growing up, but
Right.
yet it's constantly everywhere. Now,
Yeah.
again, I'm not really a religious person, but I did read my Bible. I'm a big fan of the Old Testament over the New Testament. There are some
Really.
things that are spoken in that people should pay attention to because it's a lot of the same things we see nowadays. It's just I hate when people want to tell me like, "Oh, that's you can't be like that's not the Bible." Which one? And they look
Right.
at you sideways like, "What do you mean which one? There's only one Bible." Religion is what you believe it is. Like there's a lot of things, me and you talk. I know you're a Christian, you proud of your faith. I'm more of an open religious person, but I believe in the old ways to where more grounded in nature.
Right.
Because if you really listen to what nature's trying to tell you, they would be telling you things are coming that we are not prepared for, and they keep distracting us. Perfect
Yep.
test, COVID. That right
Yep.
there showed that we will not jeopardize our jobs we will wear a mask to take a fucking infection out that I I
That
you
was
can't keep
government
a fart
created.
you can't keep a fart inside your jeans, so how the hell is a mask supposed to keep it? I'm
Right.
just saying.
Right.
All right, let's see. My dad Richie was talking about. He said Kid Rock's agenda can be bought and sold at will. He changes his views just to stay relevant. He's not the only one. He is not the only
That is
one. That
true.
is a true fact.
That is
Like,
true.
for
Well, I
those of you
mean,
that think, oh, the Illuminati or this agenda is not, yes, it is.
yeah.
Yes, it is. It is very real. Now, do I
Yeah.
believe Jelly Roll sold his soul? No, I believe
I
he's
was
one of
going
the
to
ones
mention
actually
Joey
out
Roll.
here, huh?
I was going to mention that was going to be my next
Well,
comment was
I
Joey
believe
Roll.
he is one of the few out here that did not.
No, I believe he's genuine in his faith now. Yes, absolutely.
Here's what I believe with Jelly Roll, because this goes back to the clip that Mr. Upchurch decided to drop trying to prove something.
Right.
He told him, knock it the. This is pretty much what he told him. For those that don't know, knock off what you're doing. I made it. I went in the back door. So therefore, I'm bringing everybody with me. But unfortunately, what happened with this, because you've seen this too, the same way I did, everybody's so worried about me, they cannot wait their damn chance and just be grateful for somebody else making it and putting that person on. They want that spot. They don't want you to have that spot.
Right.
And that's usually 95% of the time with society nowadays. See it all the time.
Yeah.
Happens.
I agree.
You know, like Country Carter right here, one of the dopest individuals and most humblest people out here. Do you think he sits there and has an ego trip with anybody? No. That dude has songs with Smo. Is on half his album. But it's still one of the most humblest people out here you will ever meet. I don't understand why that has to be such an issue to where you're too gullible, you're too nice. I'd rather have somebody that's gullible and nice than somebody that's going to sit there. Don't get me wrong. You do need that cutthroat person. But when did it become such an issue just to be genuine?
Right. And let me say this, and I'm going to say this for both Super Bowl halftime shows. I'm all about artist expression and allowing them to express their music in the way that they want to do it. But let's have some type of parental, explicit content put on the beginning of it. I mean, if you're gonna open up and do a halftime show, if you're going to have things or songs that have content about twerking and drugs and sex and so forth, let's put a content advisory on it, because I thought the Super Bowl was a very family oriented game. What happened?
Sorry, you're just the days that we talk about privately. You're not wrong. This is the same people. These are the same people that wanted to storm Area 51 thinking it was a good idea.
Right.
No. These are also the same people that think the thing in Drake's passage is a giant ass serpent. Now, do I believe there are things out there in this world that we don't understand? Absolutely. We don't understand. What is it now? 90% of our oceans, which our planet is 75% ocean water.
Yeah.
And we don't understand 90% of it at least. But yet, society is not wrong. The government never lies to us. Don't forget that.
Right.
But I do agree also with what my dad just said too. COVID was a social experiment on the worldwide stage. It really was.
Oh yeah, it was to see if we would all conform and abide by being locked down. And my screen is frozen. There we go. Okay. You see if we would all lock down and conform to wearing masks and being at home for 2 weeks solid. And guess what? We all did.
I didn't. I had to work.
I had to work
I was
also.
working at Aaron's at the time, and what we had to do is we could deliver the furniture, like whatever it was that you got, but we could not take it inside. If we did, we got fired.
Right.
But no, there's just so much going on in society now that I'm really tired of people saying, I don't understand what the issue is. I don't understand what the issue is. Are you not looking? Well, no, then you're not going to understand if you're not looking, because you're sitting there worried about a Hispanic person that has nothing but Spanish speaking songs, is number one charting artist worldwide in Latino music.
Right.
At the Super Bowl, when there are vets, what is it? What is the number now? Is it still in the hundreds of vets dying every day?
Yeah.
So tell me what's the real issue?
Right.
Like, I don't give a shit cool. He's an entertainer. That's what he's doing. He is getting paid to entertain. But you know one thing I
Well, I
did
mean,
like
he
that he
did
did
have
though?
exactly, and he did
He
have
had
Time Magazine's best song of
oh,
the
he did?
year. Yes, yes,
And he that wedding that happened up there, that was a real wedding. That's dope. Like, how can you tell me that's not dope to
right,
say you got married at the Super Bowl?
right.
I'm
Oh,
not
I
gonna be
agree.
one of them ones that's gonna bash this dude, just like I'm never gonna bash Trump because is Trump a pompous asshole? Absolutely. Is he a misogynistic prick? Absolutely. But you know what? He's been that same way since the 80s.
Yep, yep. He's been that way since day one. Really, his dad taught him to be the way that he is. Now, going back to that being the best song of the year, um, that song centers around sleeping with as many women as possible, and uh, and
Most of his
boredom with
music
the
does.
boredom with the commitment of one woman.
I think the only song that I know that is not some kind of out there like that is Booker T. Which the
Yeah,
only reason I know that is because of how much WWE promoted the shit out of it.
right,
And because it had Booker T in it. But
right.
that's also one of the things you cannot be surprised by this.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I
am
agree.
I am just it is amazing at the fact of how up in arms people will get over the simplest shit. But
Yeah.
you have hundreds, thousands of veterans dying daily that protect your freedom to be an asshole. Do you think
Yep.
anybody does anything?
No, that's true.
But Sonny Brooks sent me a song. I was gonna play this
Awesome.
song real quick. And
Hey,
let's see
Sonny, how are you?
yeah, she's over here in the comments with us. Says, "Oh, this is her new song,
Oh, wow.
a vocal diary."
Oh,
Okay. All right. She said it's not going to. She's not trying to make a specific song. It's just me releasing emotions. I'm a spiritual being. Respect. That's why I love Sonny like I do. She's one of the most awesome people. All right.
yeah, I love Sonny to death.
Let's check out Sonny, y'all. Reason why I like her song so much, I'm just pausing real quick so I can say this. I feel I could just close my eyes and just have a visualization of what she's. It's one of them songs.
Right.
I love that kind of music.
Yeah. I love it. Seems like it has a lot of emotion to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why, that's one thing that she does really well. I know you've seen a couple of her videos that she's done. I played on here where she takes the pictures of them.
Yeah.
Those are her pictures that she took, whether on the road or just out on her adventure.
Yeah.
What up, Chaotic? You coming up here with us? Chaotic's got some new songs he's been dropping at least 3 minimum a week. So
wow.
That's another thing too I want to talk about too. I like the title says, "Stop the Wickedness." I want to use somebody as a really, really good example. He's not asking me to do this, but I rock this person's brand everywhere I go when I wear this.
Yep.
My Bubba Colt Montgomery and his wife Jessie.
Yep. Great people.
I have sit here and watched this dude constantly get hate for wanting to better himself.
Yep.
And maybe not as much as it, but did he sit there and say, I'm a victim, you are hating? No.
Right.
He focused on his family and focused on those that actually cheered for him and clapped for him, because if y'all cut out the noise, all the negativity, it helps stopping all the spread of what's going on. Because not everybody's meant to stay in your life for the long haul. Trust me.
I agree.
A couple of new ones. All right. Chaotic just sent me one, and Donnie sent me one. So anybody else wants to come up on here and talk about some things, you're more than welcome. But we just wanted to talk about this. He was more understood what was going on at the Super Bowl than I did. So, and I told him what I wanted to talk about, which I'm not far from done, because there is so much out here. I haven't even got close to the country rap scene yet, because best believe I want to talk about that one. Oh, it's just, you help put on for people, same as I.
Yep.
The amount of people I have watched the past year that act like they didn't have to have help, and are just shitting on people that just need the light is ridiculous. I'm actually meaning that, like, y'all know me by now. When I cuss, I mean that. Like, they're not crapping on them. They are shitting on these artists that just need help.
Yep.
That's it.
I agree. Yep.
Speaking of,
I've pretty much stopped listening. I mean,
Sam, where are you?
I have a few artists that I listen to. What's up, Sam? I am. That I still listen to. Jesse Howard, your boy Dirty, Hitman, 321, Joey Roll, of course. But I'm the country rap scene, I have pretty much just walked away from.
Well, it's the independent scene too. There are so many people, like me and Sam talk about this too, that they see, oh, I see you're doing this. So instead of, giving your flowers, I am going to take your formula and use it the way I want, and then blame you for it not working. When
it's funny,
it didn't work. Because
it's funny. Not even that. It's funny when they only take page one of the blueprint.
Right. It's, and I'm not, if I'm talking shit on that, I'm talking shit. But you know what? There is a lot of things that I've seen that happen with that. Like I'm not going to name names, but there are just so many hanger-ons, and I mean that capital H. Like, they're not supporters, they're not fans, they're not anything but hanger-ons, because they want to ride off of your success and use your success.
I'm only on here for a couple minutes, so let me just say this. This past Saturday, I threw my first show, right?
You did, and it was awesome.
Not only did we have a good turnout, everybody in that building had love. It was all support. There were no issues. You could go see the videos, people vibing, all that. But I got paid from that show.
Really?
Awesome.
My first show ever being thrown, I made $76 off that.
Right.
So all the people that have been saying, oh, yeah, you're going to have me to be successful, or, oh, I can make it so you get paid, or, oh, you'll never be anything without us, or we're the ones who bring in people to the show. None of them there at all. and it was a beautiful thing. The IGH takeover, beautiful thing. I'm already looking at the second one. But my boy VO did his thing. Everybody else did their thing. Gloom, Jack, all of them. And it was a beautiful, beautiful night because for about 3 hours, people were just vibing with music, and it was juggalos and family affairs, what we called it, man. It was family love in that thing.
That's
This
awesome.
man, you had your hair
Congratulations.
spiked and it was red, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it was supposed to be like purple maroon. My hair does this weird thing. Like if you look at it right now, it kind of looks like that.
You still got it on your forehead.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, dude.
That's why, well, when I was watching the videos, you said, I'm like, is this dude got it on his forehead? I'm like, he does. He's got it all over his face.
No. I had face paint on my forehead. I had IGH face painted on my forehead. So,
Hey,
like,
right there, though.
yeah, dude. Like, and that's probably the last time I'm gonna do that because it's a bitch to have Allie do that. But like,
And to get it off.
I just want to say this: we're in the process of moving twice. Like during the whole snowstorm, we had to move in with the in-laws, and now we're looking at moving out because we're living with the in-laws, and that don't work. But like to throw a show like that, to have that kind of success while going through this kind of stress, and blessed is the word. It's for me. It's a very simple philosophy. Belief leads to work. Work leads to proof. Proof leads to stronger belief. That leads to more work. And the cycle just continues. Like you get strong. It's not even a God thing. If you don't want to put God in it, you don't have to. If you believe in something, put in the work for it so that you can see the proof. That's what IGH is all about. And that's exactly what we did with this show.
I can vouch for it. You could have been one of the ones saying, I'm a victim because of X, Y, and Z, and you didn't do that. You could have,
well, hey,
easily. You could have because people that are doing what they're doing.
Hey, I was a victim.
Well, and that's the thing. Like the people that we
what the hell is this guy doing up on the channel?
Hey, it's a bald buck. What do you know?
Holy but Jesus!
Hey, but I do gotta hop off, man. I'm at work right now. I just clocked in, but I wanted to say hi and say what's up to everybody.
Well, I'm glad I got to get up here and you got to see me before you had to go. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna set up. I'm gonna set up a time we can do my podcast. We'll all hop up on there and goof off.
I'm with it.
Congratulations on the show again, Sam.
Yeah,
much love, y'all.
Hey, be good, brother.
Yeah, that's the homie Sam I am right there, y'all. And if you want to check out some of the clips, you can definitely. I think I posted a couple of them, but I've watched this man sit there and make something out of nothing and bet on himself. Watch Chaotic Traits do the same thing. When shit, the three of us right here were all a part of something that was supposed to be massive at one point.
Yep.
And it didn't happen.
Yep.
I'm still part of something massive.
This is true.
It's right here. Right here in this little house. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Well, it's just you find out who really got you when it's at that time and place where you don't know which way to go. And that's one thing I noticed too, where once I didn't have much to offer anybody, which is fine. Can't be mad.
And I don't mean to bring up this bad thing, or when you're sitting in a jail cell and don't know when or how you're going to get out.
Which I do want to say thank you to everybody that that was crazy. What's even more fucked up on that for all you out there, all you went to jail for nothing, they fucked up on their end of the paperwork because when I was sitting in jail, they finally got the payment that they were waiting on, but I still had to sit there. Yeah, it was.
What was that noise coming from?
It was annoying, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Where do I hear that from? The echo, back
yeah, I'm getting feedback. I'm like, is someone fucking jamming outside, or what the hell is that noise?
I don't know. I don't have anything on.
Did it
You don't
start
hear it?
when I got up here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't start till you came on. I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, it's not there. Yeah, it's you. Well, I noticed too when it's StreamYard because how they got it actually set up now with how because it fucked up Banjo's audio too. Remember?
Yeah.
Unless you have headphones and shit.
StreamYard's been doing some weird shit lately, like shifting around people's audios and like
It made Banjo sound like a Muppet.
yeah, you'll be hearing everybody, and then all of a sudden you can hear everybody but one person, or that person can't hear a different person. I don't know what they got going on, but they need to figure
This
it out.
song
Damn, that's
that
driving
you
me
sent
crazy.
is this song that you sent me. I don't know if I've heard this one.
No, you haven't. I just finished it last night or not before last. I got 2 more that I finished up today too. Well,
Is this on a shot at a certain somebody?
no, it's just a generalized, for anybody and people that fuck up and fuck up and fuck up and fuck up and then want to say I'm sorry and think it's good for anybody.
I just had to, speaking of that, you just missed. I don't know if you saw him or not, but I had to hide him. Mr. Stacks decided to come back again.
Oh,
yeah. That's what he was like. I was like, because it said, "Can we bury the hatchet?" I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "If it's Stacks or JC Fresh, hell no."
If the shoe fits, strap that motherfucker up and wear it. That's who this song's about.
I don't hate you.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, this is "I Don't Hate You" by the Bubba Chaotic Traits.
Buckle up. Keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. Because once this starts, it don't stop. In here with a smile on your face, like you didn't just vanish and fall from grace. You think that I'm sorry, erase the disgrace. Get out of my perimeter, give me my space. But wait, you wanted to wait, you don't relate, thinking it's fate, thinking it's great. You made a mistake, you made it too late. Now watch me activate the hate. I don't hate you, but fuck you, fuck you. You can tell me you're sorry. Show it.
You're dizzy yet? I'm just getting warmed up.
I am a maniac, brainiac, killing the stomach, a heart attack cadence. Ignorating and stomach, variance, so look up, bring up the lyrical obedience. Medical, pitiful, parasitical, I am getting biblical. You are so typical, parasitical, I am premium biblical. Automatic, semi-prophesitic, in an attic, causing panic, never go. Domino, German, I eat them up, spit them out, I treat them like a hoe. Don't you ever come around with apology, cause that is not the policy. I am the king of the ring, and the thing of the ring is a mockery.
You're dizzier.
What?
I'm just getting warmed up.
Do you smell that? That's the fumes. I got the match. Incineration, obliteration, my vocal vibration is the total devastation. I am the awesome, that's just the hardest regardless. You want a pardon, I beg your pardon. I guess, gasoline for fluorescent, show lit, I'll go watch it explode. Again, the cardigan in the middle, live it, I never roll. Switch your timid, I need just stand here, Jan, Dante. Giving the lick of the dog, breaking that, catch a ravage, burn it down to the round, don't make a sound. Look at the crown, look at the clown, look at me now. Ash to ash, dust to dust, steel to rust. trust, in God we trust. Watch yourself combust.
Do you smell that? That's the fumes. I got the match.
That's pretty much.
Catastrophic, philosophic, microscopic, then can't dissipate the fight with them just can't debate. Grand Rocker has a half, I make a hop against some fuck to sell. Watch it, want me share it on myself, if it's the rails. Ain't never been for rip, but we still checking through the band. Shaman, man, I'm a hand, message, break a land, in the band. Track the time, why they make the fucking death, I'm not the wrong. Women whisper wrong, but I'm born, you go luck the wrong. Get in the days, terminate, considering how to touch your lead. Get in the days, good in the mail, out of the mean, listen, need. Put it in front of my knees, like the streets, in the streets, like your grease, as we trace, as we breathe from my base. Definitely agree, we all make mistakes, you was plain to see. But the fire burn once, I don't want retakes. Lessons get learned and respect is earned. 2 words don't cut it. You gotta work to show it.
Liz.
Okay.
That was fire.
That was.
Thank you. A little bit different style. That if you notice, the last couple songs that you've heard has had that stomp Appalachian industrial metal
Oh,
type.
you mean going back to your roots, where you're from,
Yep.
instead of trying to
Yeah, that
copy
was
and
fire.
paste something that you're not.
Right.
Which
Yeah,
I do want to say this, and if you get offended by this, don't take it on me. Maybe
Me?
you should really think about. And this is not directed at nobody particular. I'm not gonna say any names, but the reason why most of y'all are country rappers is because you cannot handle rap. You cannot handle hip hop. Because you know why? You're a dude from the country that did not relate. So stop trying to play a part before you get found out by the wrong one. Feel offended by that?
Am I offended by that?
No, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying just in general. Because I know this is
I'm
something
pulling up, motherfucker. I'm pulling up.
Well, it's just, that's one thing I've been noticing a lot because unfortunately, usually the ones that are actually going to do something don't have to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that," because you know why? They know not to bring attention to themselves. Therefore, like good old boys I grew up with, will take your ass out there to them woods. They ain't gonna worry about nobody finding you. Ain't nobody gonna go out there. But do they act hood? Do they act street? Well, country as hell. So therefore, not gonna play a part. So maybe think about why you had to go to country rap and you could not handle rap. So if anybody feels offended by that, I'll go ahead and take the shots at it. But I'm not wrong. I'm probably one of the only ones that's actually going to say it.
Right.
Oh, he's
But
back.
Donnie sent me a song too. It's called Deep.
Who?
Donnie D Ward. Shout out Trevor Kenny on the beat.
I'm trying to dig my way out. I'm falling deeper. I'm looking for a sign. I'm falling deeper. Sick it in my mind to doubt my time is running out. I'm falling deeper and deeper. Moving deeper out of light. Moving deeper out of sight. Moving deeper out of light. Moving deeper out of sight. Yeah. I'm falling deeper. Deeper. They said I couldn't do it, but I'm fluid in persistence. Turn resistance in the distance. Kept my vision in the distance. Bottom feeding now. I'm the leader in the undergrowth. Thunder spoke, hunger woke. Now my numbers overflow. Double meanings in my lines. See signs like a prophet. Profit off the process. Haters tried but couldn't stop it. So solid to the grind. I lie
precision, division in the system, but I multiply decisions. And faith carry me when the weight bury me. Now the clarity, barely, trace scare me. Nah, enemy or friend, thin line like a tightrope. Might smoke, Bible in my pen, white smoke. I'm gonna dig my way out. I'm falling deeper. I'm looking for a sign. I'm falling deeper. Sinking in my mind to doubt my time is running out. I'm falling deeper and deeper. Moving deeper out of light. Moving deeper out of sight. Moving deeper out of light. Moving deeper out of sight. Yeah. I'm falling deeper. Deeper. Pressure building in my chest. I confess I was hesitant. Lessons in the wreckage. Now I'm repping for the residents. Shadow in my echoes, but my echoes turned to messages. Tested every edge of it. Pain became the evidence to stepping through the fire. Every trial made a testament. Heaven sent, maybe, or maybe just the reckoning. Stressing my reflection, recollecting where the lessons is. Guessing where the blessed is. Deeper where the answer is. Mind drip, time slip, trying not to spiral. Bible on the dash, rifle thoughts going viral. Fighting with my past, but my past ain't my keeper. Every step that I take, quicksand sinking deeper. I'm gonna dig my way out. I'm falling deeper. I'm looking for a sign. I'm falling deeper. Sinking in my mind to doubt my time is running out. I'm falling deeper and deeper. Moving deeper out of light. Moving deeper out of sight. Moving deeper out of light. Moving deeper out of sight. Yeah. I'm falling deeper. Deeper. Deeper.
I'm looking for a sign. I'm falling deeper. I'm falling deeper. I'm falling deeper.
I still have to say, Trainwreck Kenny's one of the best in the beat business.
Agreed. There was no cussing at anything in that. He did not say a single cuss word. Which, if you know this. Same with Chaotic. He's been around for a minute, and he's been working on getting to that full on point. And I'd say he's there.
Yeah.
And that's a hip hop dude that gave y'all some rhythm and poetry, which that's the acronym for rap. For those of you that don't know.
Yep.
He's talking about going deeper and how his life used to be. That's one thing I miss. Like, I tell people this all the time because I tell them I'm like I don't like rap. They look at me like what? Like, but I'm like I don't. I used to. I'm a hip hop fan. I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop. But what hip hop used to stand for, because you think with everything going on right now, Tupac would sit back and let it happen. He would definitely get Pac was good. He was very, very, very volatile dude. Did not fight, but would sit there if there was something wrong. He would bring it up. Same ways Malcolm X did. Other ones that would put their neck on the line and they became criminals because they stood up for what they believed. They didn't want to become a statistic. Oh shit! What up, Six?
What up, my motherfucking guy? My homeboy. What you do? What's good, Jake?
What up, man? All right, let me address something real quick. I have told you this in person, in multiple of the other podcasts and other messages, dude. Just please, for the love of everything, go away and stay away.
Huh? Who we talking about?
Our former, No, I don't want to hear a song. I don't want to see anything from you, dude. Please go away.
I don't know who that is.
Chaotic does. So does Ken.
Do I know him?
Yeah, you do. He used to come up on here with us all the time. He was rapper. He's come up on here all the time with me and Smokehouse.
I have no clue.
It's simple. It's real simple. Do what you say, not say what you do.
I mean,
Turn the shit back.
Like this.
Quit asking for it.
If you would have came
Chaotic.
and
Chaotic.
he had a problem with substances, I would have been cool with it and we would have supported him. But instead, he decided to lie to us. and cause a whole bunch of bullshit and then come at my neck because he did something wrong, which is what I said earlier, y'all. That's what I was talking about. People that want to do that say, oh, I'm a victim because of the situation I created that you caused. Say that again. Say that again. If it's my fault. You created this situation, therefore I act how
That's probably that's why.
on the table. How I reacted to
Why
you
are you
by
saying
what you
lights
did.
off? Because I can't fucking see.
He's running
Yeah,
your tag, but you're good.
I mean,
That's
it's
what I said.
simple. You can say you're sorry. You can acknowledge that you fucked up, and that's cool. Acknowledge it, say you're sorry, get it done and over with, and move the fuck on, and wait until the fucking dust settles and the road clears. If it clears, if it don't fucking clear, it ain't gonna fucking clear. Make your own fucking new path.
Actually, you know what? I don't even think. Yeah, I don't think Six knows him. Like he might not know him.
I mean, it's simple. I mean, if I fucked up and Jay had a problem with me, or Chop had a problem with me, or Colt had a problem with me, then that's on them to get over it, and they got to have time, and in their own fucking time, they're going to get over it or they're not. That ain't up to me to keep fucking edging it on and asking every fucking day or every week, hey Colt, hey Jay, I'm sorry, man. Do you forgive me? Will you forgive me? Can we be cool, Jay? Jay, you didn't answer me yesterday, Jay. Jay, wait a minute before we start talking, Jay. That's like just like let it be.
Well, I think a lot of times actions will speak louder than words. So if you did mess up and you did apologize, and then you have to show change behind it.
Exactly.
You can't just use those words and say and continue doing whatever it was you were doing. You have to have some substance behind you and make a difference into what you were supposedly sorry for, or whatever your actions were that were wrong. You have to show change.
And me and you, I'm not gonna name the names, but there's an artist out there that we gave that same scenario to, told him just like you just said. And unfortunately, when it comes to that, if people are not willing to change, you have to unfortunately distance yourself because it's not worth your well-being because they refuse to better themselves from what is causing the issue. And trust me, y'all, this is coming from a promoter's perspective, a person that helps run venues, stage, whatever you want to put me in. Creating friction causes nothing but long-term issues because one, nobody wants to go through this shit. Nobody wants to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm in charge." Why are you in charge? Because I said so. Do you know what you're doing? No. Yeah, nobody wants to deal with that. Because if you don't know what you're doing and unwilling to at least get advice from somebody that does, all you're doing is creating more complications. We've seen it, like with that show that you did, kid. Did it happen? Did it work out the way you wanted to? Yes. But when it comes to people that think that they're like, oh, I know how to do this, I just pick this artist, that artist. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. You can create a whole hornet's nest by stepping on somebody's toes.
Yeah.
Or just
I agree.
proving how, I'm not trying to say this mean, incompetent you are at what you're trying to do. I'm not trying to seem like you're the smartest person in the room. All you do is make yourself seem like the stupidest person in the room. But that way people can understand what I'm saying. I think we've seen it more times than enough. We try to help people. Same with you, Chaotic. Well, we've had people come up to us like, oh, I don't understand. Can you help me? Can you help me? Well, sure. And then we find out why they need help, and they just putting their foot in their mouth, and they're like, "Oh, help me, help me." Why should I help you if you just keep constantly just?
Yeah, I
duct
mean,
tape
like
doesn't even work then. Sorry, Kat.
Do what you say. You don't have to say what you do. Just do what you say.
That's right. That's right.
I had to tell that to JC Fresh last week, man.
And
he
actions
was on
louder than words.
He was on Bloodhounds, and here's the thing too, where it comes with this, owning up to things, y'all. Don't just say, "Oh, it was a misunderstanding." No. Be honest. Be honest on why what happened. Because I guarantee, if you lie to somebody about the situation that you created, and they find out the truth, you think that's going to work out very well for you?
People keep receipts.
Hmm.
You gotta get that change back from when you turn them receipts in at the end of the year. You gotta get that change back in your pocket.
Yeah. What's up, my daddy? Yeah, I don't. Did we figure out where it was? What
What's
do
up,
you
man?
want?
Hey, look, I just want to get some clarity. Look, I'm not looking for no pity party, nothing like that. I just want to tell my story. Yeah, I was in the wrong. I was in the fucked up spot, bud.
Let's do this again. Let's do this
Oh, Lord.
again. Come on, we've already done this like 3 different times. Come on.
Do what
You're
again?
sorry, you changed, and you just want to move past it. What's in the past is in the past. I'm not trying to seem like, but dude, I am so tired of this. You did not understand from the get-go. The whole reason why I don't want to trust you or rock is because when you messed up, you decided to diss me and the rest of the team and say you're coming after everybody, and no, you didn't step up to the challenge. And Whistle Dirty smoked your ass. Stay gone. Clear enough for you? Please and thank you. Don't do this again.
Man, I couldn't believe you even let him in.
Because he kept popping up with different profiles.
I only hear that echo or that bass or whatever whenever Jay's talking. I don't hear it when Ken talks.
Is it for me?
And I've been muted.
Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just heard it. I still hear it. It's like an echo, like almost underwater, like a bass sound or something. I still hear it. After I talk, I hear it.
I'm not hearing it now.
Yeah, and I got my echo stuff off, but I hear it. Let's see. Hold on. Say something.
Let me leave and see if you guys can still hear it. Oh, it's Ken. Yeah.
It's me?
Yeah, when you were muted, I didn't hear it.
I have absolutely nothing on in the background or anything. That is so strange.
I just canceled out the background noise. I still hear it, but I don't know. Oh, you're using your phone, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that might be what it is. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really a complete echo. It's just like a rumble, like some bubbles coming up from underwater. So Ryan, get out of that. Damn it.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm gonna speak on that because this is just something that it blows my mind because it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier as far as with kids being exposed to things. Tell me how it's not weird for a grown-ass man to get into a bathtub or a shower and make videos talking about other dudes when this man is supposed to be the next up and coming of fucking Elvis. How is that not a problem? Same. Kids can, because like this is getting to the point now where all the content creators, everybody's grabbing this and just wanting to ride on the coattail train where y'all are 2 years late past this shit when it's fun. That's not a good move. Nobody really. How do you make this individual go away? I can tell you this. You can go ahead and check on my. Unfollow them. Unsubscribe. It is not that hard. I've unfollowed and unsubscribed from the church for now 8 months. The only reason why I know anything that happened is it was what for like a whole month. I'll hit you up at least once a week and ask you like, hey, what's going on? What like before I got into somebody's live because I quit, y'all. I meant no option. I meant that because it got to the point where that's all anybody was running with. Who cares? Dude is a trash bag. Johnny Gobble's a straight trash bag. Let them go be trash bags on their own. Twist around and twist whatever they want to do. Take the mayor all they fucking want.
I'll bet you old Johnny never had that many songs made after him in his life until last week.
Oh my God, yeah. Forgot about that. Well,
I did 2. Mud Daddy did 5, I think.
there's
Stone
artists
Dad
out
did
here
did
and people
2.
that want to be producers or just trying to learn. Take the time out with that.
Right? Hey, that
I
echo's
mean,
gone.
it is.
I went in and adjusted a couple of things, so maybe it helped.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone now. I
Good.
just heard it disappear.
Well, it's just, like Smokehouse down there. I've watched this dude for a year and a half since he's been a part of this team. Go out there, even if nobody's really rocking with him like they should.
You got to stop saying
Is
his
that
name.
stopping him? No.
You got to stop saying his name because now he's in the damn chat.
Smokehouse? Oh. At least it's Smokehouse and not Stacks. I actually banned Stacks. He has to go and make a whole new page again like he did earlier, and that way he can come up on here.
You know he will.
Unbelievable.
We literally watched
Some people had nothing better to do.
Him and JC
literally
got that
watched him
shit
and
down
JC
pat.
Fresh
They
make
can
5
make
different
pin
pages one
accounts
time.
in 30 seconds.
Oh my god, yeah.
They're fat. They're freaky fast, like Jimmy John's.
Just come up here and say, "Oh, I want to hang out." No, you don't. You want to use somebody. Which I want to miss on Facebook, Miss Cicely. She's still there. She is somebody out there that she's got nominated for an award in March. And you think she sits here and wonders who coattails she can ride off of or whose name? No, she makes a name for herself. Goes on that stage, proudly reps the YMCA. Like she has a song called YMCA. I went and seen when I ran a show in Kentucky. She was an artist on there. That's why I met her at her and Obsolete. Obsolete's another one. The ability to go out and do things is impressive to me because there are so many out here that say, "Oh yeah, I'll do it," and don't want to because of either they cause the whole situation or they just don't. They're not getting their ass kissed enough. Put it correctly. They're not the ones. They're not like, "Oh, well, I have this and you don't have that, so therefore I should be better than you." The fuck? No. Remember what it was like when you had to sit there and only light you had was the damn flashlight. You didn't have a whole studio to go to. You had what you had to record on was a mic that you had attached to something that you probably went to a closet. So you had no noise. So how can you shit on somebody that's just right there doing the same thing? Why does that person have to come to me? I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say this in a bad way. I love this. Why does that person have to come to me? Because they are not getting the proper respect out there. That's the only reason. That's the only way I built my platform up, y'all. Because people came to me because nobody else would bother to give them a chance. Nobody would bother to give them a chance to come on a fucking panel to get their face seen. And you want to tell me that there's only one way to do this shit?
Just be careful when you get done recording and you're coming out of the closet. You gotta be careful.
Jay, people have done that. People have come to you because you're the voice for the unspoken.
I don't mind it. I love that. Like that's why I always laugh at watching people. They're like, "Oh, I'm doing this. I'm clout chasing." Why? So I can build up my algorithm. You know, there's another way to do that. Yeah, but I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why I don't talk to you.
Right.
Because unfortunately, what you're doing is you're creating a situation that I'm more likely going to have to deal with because you piss somebody off. I don't like doing that. Like I like coming up on here, you know, what I want to start doing when I can make it more consistently, get it back to what it used to be, at least a couple times a week, having somebody brand new up on here, getting somebody else new seen, getting somebody else new heard, getting them new fans, because that's what the whole goal of this is. To get off to get on the radio, get asses in seats, and to keep doing that. So you don't have to go to your bullshit ass job that we all know that you hate, just like I hate mine. Don't get me wrong. I love my job. I love making money, but I know there's more for me out there than to sit there and bust my ass for something that I know I can make what my paycheck is. Well, I can make that in a whole month, what I can make off of 2 shows, if not 1. So which one do you think I want to do? what I love and enjoy doing and helping people get heard, or go bust my ass and make my body worse.
Did you ever get those non-slip shoes approved?
Fuck out of here.
uh,
But like right here, Cicely just says, like, I offered her a spot on the podcast. Much love, respect. Much respect.
How's it going, Alex? Alex giving Ken and Jay a shout out.
what's up, Alex McDonald? How are you, brother?
Oh, that's that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Alex, that's another that's the one that did that's your buddy, right?
Yes. He's a Christian rap artist out of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
That's that guy.
Yeah. He's also a part. Well, he's real good friends with Shaggy too, who's also a Christian rap artist out of Fort Wayne.
We ain't buddies, pal.
He said we ain't buddies, pal.
We're going to be doing the Culture Shift tour there in August together. So.
Which, if you want to go ahead and talk about that, Ken, please feel free. I know I promoted a flyer for you, but I want, because you're trying to do this in as many states as you can, right?
Well, it first started out, I did a show at the warehouse. Shaggy came on board with me. Actually met him here on Straight Savvy on a show last year. And we linked together, and Jay helped me out with putting the show together and everything. We did in Bloomington, Indiana last October 10th, and it went off great. Alex was one of the artists that came there and performed. And now I've linked with him with Culture Shift. I'm now the president of the event and planning committee for Culture Shift. We're looking at doing 7 states, 8 cities tour starting August 1st, wrapping up August 15th here in Bloomington. It is not a Christian organization. Okay. We have Christian members who are board members and so forth. We do outreach in each of the cities that we go to for the homeless, for drugs, for drug addiction.
Right, that's pretty much what it is.
That's it. It is the come together tour. That is correct, Alex. And that's it in a nutshell. We're trying to get people to come together and do a culture shift and change the minds of those that are, that are against the homeless, that are against drug addicts. We've all been there and addicted to something at some point in time. I myself have. But there is hope. And we're
I remember when this was just an idea and a thought when me and you talked about it 2 years ago. And I told you, like, if you stay, if this is really what you want, I will happily help you, because that's what needs to happen. Who cares about these numbers and everything? What needs to happen is people go into their community and making a difference, making an impact. Because I trust me on this, y'all. He's talking about Shaggy. If y'all ever get to meet Shaggy and the rest of Soup Kitchen, those dudes can change your life on some thoughts. Because I have never had somebody say, "Hey, yo, if you could find me a free show to where I can go and preach," because this is how I got him and Ken linked up. If you know somewhere I can go and preach my gospel, let me know. I'm like, what? I have never had nobody ask me that, because usually people, they don't want to involve kids, or if they do, they want it just to be another reason to get numbers up. These dudes want to change lives. It's like my dude Dakota Faye out in North Dakota. My buddy Nivik out in Seattle. There are people out here trying to change lives that I'm guaranteed most of these people don't know.
Yeah.
So what I've been talking about tonight, it might have seemed like a whole bunch of rambling on, but it's not. It's just there's a lot of things out here that I know I'm one of the ones I put a front up against it. So the chaotic, because we're tired of it. I'm happy that you have a partner now and a whole team, and you're the president of it. Because again, I remember when it was just a thought. So I'm grateful to see that it's happening like this. Because man, there was a point in time where we didn't know it was going to be possible because everybody only cared about the negative side of things, and that's being honest with it. Like it was to the point where me and you both talked about quitting.
Yep.
Like it wasn't that we don't love this. It's just it became more of a chore and a job. Yep. And what the chore and a job was is keeping people to act like adults and professional.
Yeah.
Because I hate to break it to you artists that might not know this. Y'all all don't wear a mask. Y'all step on that stage or you put your name on a song or whatever you are. The fuck out of here. You therefore are a business and you want somebody to pay you for said business. So think about it like this. I'll bring it back to the most simplest way ever. I've seen people completely lose their shit over a $5 hamburger. So you want somebody to give you hundreds, but you can't act right. You want somebody to invest thousands in time over you that can't act right, but yet they see this person, his shoes might not be right. Shit, he might not be dressed right. But you know what? That dude's got heart. He's got effort. He wants it. You cannot measure that.
Right. I do want to do a shout out real quick to all your listeners and followers. Please jump over and follow our page. It's called the Culture Shift Challenge. Give us a like, give us a follow, comment. We're going to be doing some big things in some big cities here real soon.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. You got that link to post in the chat, Jay?
I do not.
Alex, can you post that for me while you're there? A link to our page. Culture Shift Challenge, please.
There we go.
Right here.
Thank y'all. Of course, I can't flip through or see any of the comments because I'm using my phone, so it doesn't allow me to see any of that stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all are at 6.6K followers now?
My camera and microphone and all that for the computer has been packed up, so that's what I'm on. I'm on my tablet, my phone.
I want to shout out real quick to two other people that have come on board with Culture Shift Challenge. And that's Ian Schoolboy Garrett, who, Jay, we've talked a lot about him. He's a boxer.
Wasn't he one of the ones that was at the event?
Yes, he's a former boxer out of Florida, middleweight champion, or intercontinental champion. Jason Crosby, who is also a part of the NBA, the National Boxing Association. I also want to shout out to our founder and our president, Mr. Shamrock, aka Timothy McClure, who come up with the idea. He's out of Texas for Culture Shift in itself. I really appreciate you giving me a chance to get a plug in here with that. Thank you. Hey, speaking of plugs, play another Chaotic song. Chaotic, send you something else.
If I have one up here,
you want me to send you something? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Here, I got one.
It's a line in the sand. Fake kings fall. Truth always stands. Triple T fought for stripes. You fought for likes. Now watch your crown crumble in the dead of night.
This kind of fits what I was talking about.
Snake parade. Cloud chasing kings with a paper blade. Respect the vet or you'll dig your grave. 4-star strong, y'all just fade. Teacock womble, snake parade. Cloud chasing kings with a paper blade. Respect the vet or you'll dig your grave. 4-star strong, y'all just fade. Yo, Stacks, you act loud, but you sound like static. Talk tough online, but in person you vanish. Mason, all whisper gossip queen in disguise. Throwing shade for some clicks, got that venom in lies. Obsolete, brother name ain't a myth. Your career's like your morals don't exist. Hickabilly bark loud, but your growl don't bite. All bark for the stream, views ghost in the night. Peacock womble, snake parade. Cloud chasing kings with a paper blade. Respect the bed or you'll dig your grave. 4-star strong, y'all just fake. Peacock womble, snake parade. Cloud chasing kings with a paper blade. Respect the bed or you'll dig your grave. 4-star strong, y'all just fake. Johnny Gobble, bro, you ain't king of the land. Bragging cause you slapped a vet with your hand. That ain't big, just a weak man's flex. You touched a war hero, now you next. Triple T earned scars, bled red in the sand. While you clout chasing fame, begging for fans. Fold purple stars, that's honor, that's blood. You just ride controversy for a digital buzz. Cashville, listen, keep Triple's name out your teeth. Cause respect ain't a game, it's a code in the streets. You leech for likes, while a soldier fought death. Man, that's honor, you can't fake with your last breath. Peacock womble, snake parade. Cloud chasing kings with a paper blade. Respect the vet or you'll dig your grave. 4-star strong, y'all just fake. Peacock womble, snake parade. Cloud chasing kings with a paper blade. Respect the vet or you'll dig your grave. 4-star strong, y'all just fake.
Now, for those of you that don't know what a cockwomble is, it is actually a word. It is a British slang for somebody that pretty much thinks that they're more important than what they are. And there were some people that decided, you know, I mentioned a couple of those, you know, y'all seen one come up on here. I kick off the fucking panel again. That was Stax. The other one's Mason Ray. That I will always hold that song. That song is, when I was uploading the music again, because, you know, StreamYard took all my shit down. That was one of the first ones I seen. Like, yep, that's definitely gets there.
I think if anyone wants to enjoy a story and enjoys my music and enjoys a story, if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a 5-part series that's out. It's called Maybe, and they're titled Maybe, a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and 5. And it tells a story from a childhood till now, in sequence. So it's a cool story. It's very personal, deep story of mine. So I think each song is about 3 to 4 minutes long, maybe. So it takes 20 minutes to go through it. But Jay, also on my channel are the 2 new songs for Daggy, the Valentine's Day, and the 16 Tons that are all dropped on there. So what is it?
Well, I just because let's think about that. Like I literally mean that, y'all. I give no attention to none of this shit, and I just happened to just check YouTube because we didn't have any kids this weekend. I was like, fuck, I'm not tired. I'm gonna look through and see. I have seen nothing but a whole page of just Daggy disses from all kinds of people, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, because I was like, what the fuck did he do now? Then I kind of peeked a little bit of him digging at Bev for leaving Ryan finally, and I'm like,
And then he finally decided to make a little diss track on Triple T. So
what?
Yeah, that's what started all the "This Is Back at Daggy" was he made a diss song on Triple T.
So not only did he brag about slapping the vet that has no reason to have any physical contact with anybody. If you know Triple T's story, I'm not trying to say that he's weak at all, but just being dead ass honest, there's at least a 30-year difference in age. Yeah. And Triple T has got blown up a couple times. I'm not trying to say I'm pretty sure he could beat some ass if he needed to. He is a DI after all, retired DI.
Yep.
So, but I would like to see that happen to somebody like me or somebody more closer to Daggy's age, and then you can brag about this shit. But not, no. Really? Like that's just
You should pull up that one of mine. I'll tell you which one. It talks about that.
I can't play any links on here or anything.
Oh, okay. I'll send it to you.
Ew, like he,
Why can't you play any links?
I don't know how. Because as soon as I try to do screen share or anything, it does not work on the audio. Doesn't work.
You have to share a Chrome tab.
I don't have
You
Chrome.
would open. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It's called Chrome tab. Even if it doesn't matter. But when you go to share screen, share Chrome tab, and whatever. But you have to have that tab open. So open a new window of your browser. Go to YouTube or whatever you're wanting to go to, and what you're wanting to play, and get it pulled up. And then when you share Chrome tab, you'll see that tab as an option, and at the bottom you'll see the option to share the audio.
They have a screen share option on this bitch now.
You don't want to share the window or the whole screen. You want to share the tab because you'll get that tunneling echo, mirrored share.
Okay, yeah, I was say because they have a whole screen share option on here, and that's usually what I try to use.
Yeah, no, you want to share a Chrome tab, but you need to have that window open already. And then you'll see that window when you go to click share that tab. You'll see the option of what tab you're wanting to share. Click on it and allow audio.
Upcharge,
and then you just got to make sure you add it to the screen as like a guest or whatever.
While he's doing that, shout out to Team USA at the Olympics, by the way.
What did we win?
The women's the women's hockey team shut out Team Canada, who had never been shut out in 41 Olympic games ever.
Damn.
In hockey. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was incredible.
Go girls. Hopefully they were all girls, like,
They were. They were.
None of that weird shit that got going on some places.
No, they don't allow that in the Olympics.
You figuring it out, bub?
I'm trying to. It's just I'm trying to scroll to where your page is, and it keeps taking me back up to the top screen.
Let me see if. Oh well, shit! No, that won't work. That's weird. Why it won't let you scroll?
It is, but it keeps going back to it. It does this every time I try to find your page. There's my
That's weird.
Ice Night Kills music that I listen to.
Share. See if I send to you this way. Oh, man. Back. Home. There. Okay. I put it in the chat. See what happens if you just click on that directly. Did it jump around on you again?
No, I can pull it on my phone.
Oh.
I don't remember how to do this shit.
That's all good. That's all good.
I do. Oh yeah, this is the one I shared the other day.
I'm gonna try to email it to you.
Yeah, you hear it?
Did you fail the second grade? Were you too busy gargling on the balls of the
Kinda.
crusade? You gave Triple T a deadline of 24 hours. I'm giving you less than 5 minutes to feel the chaotic powers. You claim you AI, but you just say you a glitch in the team pool, wishing you could fly, but you grounded like a toddler, stuck in the mud with your meth head teeth and your bad hygiene blood. Brush your teeth. You wrote concrete confessions. You talk to the glass, but the mirror cracks every time it sees your ugly ass. You talk about demons, you talk about pain. Ooh, just a junkie with a hollowed out brain. Mama cried cause she raised a bum who steals her EBT card just to get some. Look in the reflection, daggy, what do you see? Raised on regret, failure looking back at me. Loser, you ain't deep, you ain't dark, you just dim. A little bathtub captain trying to learn how to swim. Now let's pick up the pace, it's spit in your face. Who will waste of the space of the strength of the race? Who a team move, shopping welfare, hopping dick, riding clan. I'm a new sheriff that's burning down your time. You evacuated the crying, got a face on your shrine. Comparing your witches, but you losing every time. Does your wife know you love him? Does she know you will stay? Does she know you want trying to be a real man? Does she pay the light bill? Does she buy your weed? Does she wipe your ass when you too lazy to bleed? I smell the desperation. I smell the decay. You were raised on regret, mistake of the day. You don't know why the fridge is empty and the lights are low. You a bad bet, you a losing ticket. You a dying bug and I'm the one to flick it. TRIPPLE. You done? Just make the tape set your mouth more than once. You came for the family, you came for the clan, and you crossed by cancer, and then you took it to stand. You spelled it with 2 P's because you want to see in the prick. Honestly, Daddy, you make me fucking sick. Go bet on the game, go lose all your cash, I'm taking your music. You won't make a mistake, and come to that first. All the same, but you undoubtedly the worst. You need to get clean, you need a bath and some bleach. You a scabby pussy.
I don't think a bath and some bleach is enough, bro.
You want a war, you want to smoke in the fire. I'm hanging you up by your own keyboard wire. Yeah, the 5 minutes for a burial. With 2 rings, you really posted that. Tell Ryan to come get his boy blinking on the carpet again. Get a job, get a shower, and get the fuck out of my face.
I love it.
Oh my god. That was yeah, that I would hate to see that damn bathwater when he got out of that bitch though. Just saying. Like, and I'm not trying to sit there and be a Johnny Gobble sympathizer. I've had words with that dude, but I really hope to God everything that he has and does is just internet. Because if that man is really just like this, walking around out on a daily basis, like I think he is, that's sad. Like he reminds me of Kiwi Tapes.
3 finals.
Well, he reminds me of these people I see on Kiwi Tapes and MC Smokey that they talk about people on TikTok and stuff that are out there acting wild and stupid for no reason, just cock wobbles. That's why I do not. This is how TikTok and all that is. I don't want a part of it.
Right.
I don't even have TikTok. I refuse to download it.
I have had it and I'm able to go live on there, but as soon as I hit my vape or anything that looks like a cigarette or anything on there, it bans me.
Yeah.
But I seen there's this chick that was on there a couple times, like pretty much naked doing shit that again, this is something the black kids can see this shit. And it's okay, but I can't hit my vape because it's a remote tobacco use. But yet we're gonna let kids watch porn and wonder why they act like they do.
Yeah.
I wonder what's wrong with that. So whatever.
Right.
That was great. Let me change it up a little bit. Let's see. Let's listen to some Country Carter and Smoke. This is God needs some G's. Like Country Carter and Smoke.
Yeah, God need some G's too. Outlaws down the ride. They ain't no suit, they ain't no tie. We can let the devil slide. Yeah, you can see it in my eyes. Yeah, this fire won't die. God need some G's too. See, I'm the one who want the smoke. I probably had a little toke. Perfect by any means, I'ma say no. But if you get some Lord hands, I'ma have to throw. Cause God needs some G's too. I don't wanna hate on these rappers, I'm praying for them. They got some thunder, but they stuck in their own brainstorm. Maybe try that altar call, yeah, that's a stage swarm. Then turn around and tell your people that you made it for them. You got the mustard, but them drugs gon' catch up with you, homie. There's more than one type of when you don't need a trophy. Got them G's too, dog, and you can be the chosen. Catch me with my prayer hands frozen. I'ma ride till the sky split wide. Country Carter on the ranks of the Lord's G side. Lord, I promise I will never stop. I'ma pray on bended knee, there's never been it for the ops. Yeah, got me some G's too. Outlaws down the ride. They ain't no suit, they ain't no tie. We can let the devil slide. Yeah, you can see it in my eyes. Yeah, this fire won't die. Got me some G's too. See, I'm the one who want the smoke. I probably have a little toke. Perfect by any means, I'ma say no. But if you get some Lord hands, I'ma have to throw. Cause God needs some G's too. If you split the sky tonight, I'ma ride it dawn. Like even if it's right or if it's wrong, like whose side you on. I say my prayers so the darkness weep. And I don't chase cloud, I'd rather count sheep. Ayy, God, what you need? Tell your boy something. The way the world look, revelation comes. And if you need me and I'm at the red light bumping, Lord, first let me tell my kids something. You got me some G's too. Outlaws down the ride. They ain't no suit, they ain't no tie. We can let the devil slide. Yeah, you can see it in my eyes. Yeah, this fire won't die. Got me some G's too. See, I'm the one who want the smoke. I probably have a little toke. Perfect by any means, I'ma say no. But if you get some Lord hands, I'ma have to throw. Cause God needs some G's too. God needs some G's too. God needs some G's too. God needs some G's too.
He's not wrong.
Yep, that's right.
That's kind of what we were talking about earlier on some things, because I grew up, my grandma was Jehovah's Witness. I grew up and I knew almost every Bible story by the time I was 5 years old. I knew God's real name. So I would go in, and that's when I started questioning things, because what I was taught to believe was not the same that my neighbor was taught to believe, or the neighbor next to them was taught to believe. But yet I didn't want to hate them for it because they believed differently than me. As long as you treated me an equal way, as long as you treated me with respect, I'm okay with it. But one thing that started really aggravating me and kind of pushed me away from church, actually wanting to go, is because the people that said if I didn't do this, I would go to hell, or I didn't do that, I'm like, that's the one thing I did not ever. I don't like that for any whether it's religion, money, whatever. When you have to use fear to push an agenda, which a lot of people do it because, God forbid, there's kids that die every day, veterans that die every day, but they take away your Starbucks cup. Y'all will go through a ram riot and don't see what the problem is with that.
Yeah.
But yet they threaten you, they threaten us, tell us if you don't do this, you don't have your job. We're going to do it. Because, just like they said in Bug's Life, the crickets. Once the ants figure out that there are more of them than there are of us, we're in a big problem. Tell me how everywhere on the world's burning right now. People are uprising and standing up for themselves, but us. Why is that? I know, like me and you, we could go and do what they did at the Capitol building again. But only thing that's going to happen with that is we're going to go to jail. There's not nobody going to stand there and say, nah, hell with that. We're going to sit here, we're up in arms because it's not their problem at that point. We took the step. And that's one thing. That's why I'm a little iffy on people anymore, unless you're certain people. But that's one thing I started noticing. Everybody's quick to say they'll jump on a sword until it comes time to jump on that sword. And either they'll sit there and say, you made me do it. And in reality, nobody made you do shit. You chose what you wanted to do.
Why won't you let me leave?
All right, what song? You sent me like six. You sent me 6 songs. Which one of them are any of them the ones I just played?
Yes, the 101 is the one that just played.
Okay. All right, y'all. That way y'all can hear this a little bit better. And then probably gonna play this one, and then we're gonna end it with some statements on things, and then I'm about to tap out for the night. We're gonna get better at figuring this out, y'all, and getting things situated. But I am glad that we were able to have a discussion about things without having to worry about playing some music. Because what me and you've been talking about, it could have been a lot worse. Don't get me wrong. Because if we really wanted to talk, like it could have, because it's that,
it could have been a lot worse.
Dire of a situation, y'all. Like it's really that sad because it's happening right in front of our eyes, and nobody's doing anything about it until it becomes their problem. They're like, "Oh well, I get to deal with it now."
Yeah.
Why didn't you deal with it when somebody brought it to your attention 6 months ago, 8 months ago?
Right. Yep.
So, all right. This is the song that I just played on my phone, y'all. What's the technical term on this? What's the technical name of this?
I think it's shit.
Surely it's not that.
No, it's OG 101. It's FJG. FJG 4L OG 101. Buff Johnny Gobbler for life. You know, the OG Dagburn 101.
Here you go, y'all. This is this might be the last track of the night. And then I'll probably be live Friday because I only work till 4. But the rest of the week I work till close. So I gotta give little man some time because he was sitting there looking at me when it was about 7 o'clock. he wasn't happy. But this is Fuck Johnny Gobbler for Life, y'all, by the Chaotic Traits.
No chorus. Just a straight fucking burial. You want attention, Daggy? You want a response? We'll pull up a chair. This is gonna take a minute. Click, clack! Boom! I heard you drop a track called Triple Slavication. 2 P's in the title, you a stain on the nation. You illiterate fuck. Did you fail the 2nd grade? Or were you too busy gargling on the balls of the crusade? You gave Triple T a deadline of 24 hours. I'm giving you less than 5 minutes to feel the chaotic powers. You claim you AI, but you just say lie. You a glitch in the gene pool, wishing you could fly, but you grounded like a toddler, stuck in the mud with your meth head.
Wasn't that 24 hours back when it was the fight bullshit? You're muted.
Damn it. Yeah, so when he just that's what he give Triple T to respond to this diss track that he put out. When Johnny put his diss track out, he gives Triple T 24 hours respond. Somebody that doesn't do music.
So let me get this correctly. Johnny waited a whole ass almost a year to drop a diss track.
Yeah, because AI music was shit, remember?
Oh yeah. Right.
With your meth head teeth and your bad hygiene blood. You wrote concrete confessions, you talk to the glass. Hello? But the mirror cracks every time it sees your ugly ass. You talk about demons, you talk about pain. But who just a junkie with a hollowed out brain? Mama cried, yeah, she cried cause she raised a bum who steals her EBT card just to get some. Look in the reflection, Daggy, what do you see? Raised on regret, failure looking back at me. Loser. You ain't deep, you ain't dark, you just dim. Lights out. A little bathtub captain trying to learn how to swim. Now let's pick up the pace and spit in your face. Who a waste of the space, a disgrace to the race. To a team who's shopping welfare, hopping dick, riding clan. I'm the new sheriff that's burning down your town. You infatuated with Ryan, got his face on your shrine. Stand, comparing your inches, but you losing every time. Micro. Does your wife know you love him? Does she know you a stand? Does she know you want Ryan to be your real man? Does she pay the light bill? Does she buy your weed? Does she wipe your ass when you too lazy to bleed? I smell the desperation, I smell the decay. You stink! You were raised on regret, mistake of the day. 24 hours! Is that what you said? 24 hours! Now your career is dead. Tick-tock, dadgy, sucker cock, dadgy. You gambling 240 on a game you don't know, bro. Why the fridge is empty and the lights are low? Hungry. You a bad bet, you a losing ticket. You a dying bug, and I'm the one to flick it. Splat! TRIPPLE.
So the 240 thing, the $240 thing that I just mentioned in there, he bet on the Super Bowl and lost $240. Was online crying about it. That's what that was. The little thing was about. Spending $240 and what you got in your fridge, Daggy?
Yeah, but I say, wouldn't he just cry that they had no fucking money and were begging for shit?
That's what I thought.
But yeah,
But he bet $240 on the Super Bowl and lost. All right, you go ahead and play it again now. So I just wanted to explain that.
I can't believe he. Oh my god, this dude.
Spell it out, you dunce. I suspect it tastes such a mouth more than once. Pow! You came for the family, you came for the clan, now you crossed by cancer, and then you took just a stand. You spelled it with 2 P's, cause you want pussy in the prick. And honestly, Daggy, you make me fucking sick. Coffee and gagging sound. Go bet on the game, go lose all your cash, I'm taking your music. You a raw dog mistake, a condom that burst. Of all the sad rappers, you undoubtedly the worst. You need to get clean, now you need a bath and some bleach. You a scabby, rusty leech, out of reach. Keep Triple T's name out your cum stained lips. Or I'm sinking your little bath to pirate ships. You want a war, you want to smoke in the fire. I'm hanging you up by your own keyboard wire. Choke! Yeah, under 5 minutes for a burial. With 2 P's, you really posted that? Tell Ryan to come get his boy, he's leaking on the carpet again. Get a job, get a shower, and get the fuck out of my face. Fat dick tree is buried.
So he decided to make a diss track on Triple T. Somebody that makes. Well, actually, Triple T does make music. He has that one song out with his buddy, but he's not an artist.
But I mean, right?
Yeah, no.
Exactly. So how are you going to put a diss on somebody that's not an artist?
But
doesn't even do AI music.
He doesn't.
And give him 24 hours to respond. And give him 24 hours to respond.
We got plenty of responses.
Yeah, he did. That's just like that's somebody else right there. He docks Triple T's work. He docks Chop's work, and wonders why people do not like him.
Right.
Well, here's for everybody out there, just in case you want to follow this trending troll. Country Carter said it perfectly in the last song I just played before the last one. People wanted to troll. Why? There's other ways you go about this shit. Don't need to do it for clout chasing. Don't need to do it for any attention. That's really what you want to do. Own it. But don't sit there and say, I'm just trying to be a good person. No,
you should end it with that other one I sent you, the Gobbler Stand.
I want to hear. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
It kind of goes in with the end of that because that was the very next day I put that one out.
So let me get this right. This cock stain of a fucking person literally talked so much shit about AI music because he did. He talked a lot of shit about AI music. Use an AI song to diss a retired veteran again.
Yep.
When the only thing Triple T or anybody else does is report what this dumb fuck and his daddy does. And I'm calling Ryan his daddy because that's how he acts. Wearing his jeans and hand-me-down clothes and shit and bragging about it. Guarantee he probably smelled the shit out.
Oh, he just kicked his own damn self off his own pants.
We lost.
That's all right. we got this, Ken. We'll run it all night because we can't shut it down.
That's right.
We can't see the chat. We don't know what you're saying, but hey, we got this, y'all.
Right.
I have no idea what the hell just happened.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
I felt like the internet bugged out for a second. Hold on. I didn't upload this song either. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, this one goes a little bit.
Much love, D Ward. Donnie said he's out and he appreciates y'all.
Well,
what's up, Donnie?
Take it easy, brother. But yeah, this one goes at a different angle though. That goes into the whole fan.
I kind of want to go see what the hell
the stand
he said, but I don't want to give him a view.
Right.
It was about the slap.
Sir,
what else does he have?
Nothing.
How? What the fuck? Sitting at home, jerk off, lotion on the screen, wishing you could be part of the redneck dream. You see Ryan laughing, you think he's your friend, but to him, you're just a means to an end. Copying his style, copying his flow, but you ain't got no talent, and it fucking shows. Wanna be him so bad, it hurts your soul. You crawl through glass just to lick his hole. Yeah. You're a grown-ass man, acting like a damn little girl. Pathetic. Screaming, I love you, Ryan. Thanks for that champion's belt. Scream his name like you wantin' his nuts. Does she know Ryan's who you really wanna fuck? Eddie's boy, Eddie's boy, Eddie. You're a fanboy, Daggy, you're in love. Dreaming of a man that
Bro, hold on, pause her. Do you think Captain Kirk get in arguments about who's the favorite?
Man that fits you like a glove. You're a stalker, Daggy, watching every move. Trying to find a rhythm in another man's groove. You're possessed, yes, you're possessed. Yes. Your love for these men is getting aggressive. Ow. Is that a fucking tweaker call? Hoping Ryan pulls your hair and holds you against the wall. Creep. And let's talk about my brother, let's talk about Triple T. What you watching him so hard for, what you trying to see? They don't talk about you every single day. That sound like some little bit of fucking ex-girl from Mercedes. Checking his views, checking his stats, keeping the log of where he's fucking at. We talk shit cause you got nothing else to say. You're riding his dick for views every single day. Do you wish you were him, standing tall and proud, while you're just a whisper in a very loud crowd? You're projecting, Daggy, telling on yourself you want Triple T all to your damn self. Get tape on 24 hours to give you a reply. Oh, what you gonna do? Sit in your room and cry? Oh, you're gonna cut yourself and bleed on the track. You're gonna boil your little bunny until he comes back. It's giving fatal attraction, it's giving restraining order, it's giving. Wait, are you sniffing Ryan's black denims? Stop it, Daggy! Yeah, Creek Squad, you're just up a creek. Ain't a wolf, your mouth that squeaks. Ryan don't know you, he thinks you're a joker. Little come up with choking on poverty, smoking Triple T. He's living rent free inside your head where your fucking brain should be. So keep making videos, keep chasing the cloud while we sit back and laugh at what you're crying about. A groupie, a roadie, a baggage handler too. Nobody loves Daggy except Daggy's delusions of who. BS time's up, Daggy. Go kiss your poster of Ryan goodnight. Go kiss your poster of Ryan goodnight. Fuck Johnny Gobble for life. Bib tight, bitch. Get it right, get it right, get it right, get it right, bitch. Get it right, get it right, get it right, get it right, bitch. Get it right, get it right.
Now that's even more off. It's gone, but the music's still there. I love it. That's even better.
Right? He must be having internet issues.
Yeah. So when can I catch you live? Because man, you can spit. I love it.
Oh man, that is like YouTube live.
Then in concert, either one.
Oh, that's AI. That's AI. I just
Really?
write. Yeah, I just write. That's AI. Yep.
Don't let him
Wow.
fool you. He can write his ass off.
Yeah, no
he can write
kidding.
his ass off.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's I can't sing. I
It's
can
not fully
karaoke
AI.
if I'm drunk and I don't drink
that
anymore.
it does. It messes with. It does some of the audio, but some of what he does compared to when I first met him, a lot of it was AI. Now it's about a good. I can hear your vocals in it, so I'd probably say what
Yeah, I
about a
can
good
too. I mean, I was fixing to say, how are you
70,
doing that?
70, 30, give or take, because it's not full AI like it used to be.
Yeah, I created a persona with my voice a
Right.
long time ago when I was messing around with it.
Yeah.
And you can use once you create the persona, then you can use that as a kind of a model for the AI to follow with that voice. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it might take my voice and make it sound like a girl. I mean, sometimes it might take my voice and make me sound like someone real deep or whatever, real baritone or whatever. But and sometimes certain in the way I write my lyrics is the way I talk. Like when I put it into AI, I put it in the same way. So it has my accent, like I don't say, let's go. I'm going to go down to the store. I don't talk that way. I'm going to the store. So
Right.
you'll hear those types of things. So that helps too with a lot of times with the vocal flow to allow the AI to match your voice closer. So
Yeah.
it just depends on how you write. And some songs I don't use that persona at all.
Yeah.
And just because it doesn't, I know it wouldn't sound right. So
Well, after linking up with you and a couple other AI artists, it made me look into a lot of these bigger artists and their vocals, mainly Orion, because a lot of his sound, I hear that same thing from a lot of these people that put in country songs for AI, which it could be, him getting his voice sampled, but it sounds pretty damn close to
it's
at
either
least
that
90%
or
of the ones I hear.
you can prompt once you get really good at prompting, you can prompt the AI so close to match just about anybody's voice. If you can get, and now AI is getting good at regional prompting, which is like Panda was talking, I was talking about it the other night, which is where you can say, a male from Southern Tennessee or Knoxville, Tennessee, or whatever, in his 30s, and you can really narrow it down to where you can pretty much nail someone's voice, and you just keep generating them until you get the one that's super close, and it gets eerily close. So
Wow.
it's just
it's getting crazy out here with the AI
oh
stuff,
yeah,
man.
yeah. And I give credit to any of the AI artists, no matter how they're doing it, if they're writing their own lyrics, or even the ones that aren't writing their own lyrics, as long as they claim what they're doing, but because it's such a awesome mental health tool.
Totally agree. I manage one, Gordon Cram, who is Outlaw Dog, and he is a complete. Well, he writes everything. Everything is his
Right.
words. But he does the music completely through AI.
Right.
Jay's played some of his stuff on here. He's a really good writer, but he does use AI for all of his music.
Yeah. It's crazy how much. I only wrote poetry. For many years I wrote poetry, and then when I started learning about AI music and putting words into vocals and whatnot, when it was first beginning for me, which was well before Suno and the way it is now. But I started playing around with it, and I started putting, and as it advanced, you can make a whole song out of the poem, and that's what got me started with it. And then Colt actually got me to start putting the music out, Colt Montgomery. So that's where it all started. That's how it started. But yeah, it's been crazy, just the relief it gives when versus poetry, when you listen to music, hearing your words back is so much different than reading your words back.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah, so that's why I mean, I don't knock anybody no matter how they're doing it, as long I just don't like the ones that I don't like to see people claiming that they're doing something that they're not. I mean, just be honest about it, because
He's
I respect
actually
it either way.
Gordon's actually gone into doing video now also, and he's creating animation with his songs and putting that out there.
He's doing that now?
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. Pretty neat. I'll send you one of them. It's pretty cool.
There's a lot of work that goes into that, because you can only create clips.
Yeah.
6 to 15 second clips, and then you have to mend all of those clips together throughout your music video to get the lips to sync right, and there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yeah.
So shout out to him for doing that, because I don't have that patience. I've tried it, and I'm just like, about 45 seconds into 3 clips in, I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Right.
When you spend 4 hours to go 45 seconds into a song, it's
yeah.
Before I end it, figure we can give some statements on how to stop the wickedness. Go ahead, Ken. What would be your idea on that?
How to stop the wickedness? Well, first of all, I want to say, let's just, and I hate to use this because it was Mad Rabbit's theme for the Super Bowl. But the only thing greater than hate is love. And we definitely need to show more love.
Agreed. I agree. Okay. Mr. Chaotic, what about you?
Worry about your own entity first and foremost before you start searching and digging in someone else's yard.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good one.
I agree.
Because a lot of these people, that fucking Johnny is a perfect example. That dude has no. Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah, he ain't got no room to talk about fucking nobody. But yeah, that's a good one. Mine's like I said earlier, and I really mean this, I'm gonna say it a lot. Remember what it was like. What I mean by that is just remember what it was like when nobody gave a fuck about you. And you had to sit there and do everything you could to just get heard. Shit. He jumped up on here when I was about to jump up. You jumped up on here when we're about to end it, Bubba.
Oh, well, you know what?
You're
I
good.
heard what y'all was saying, and I got a song that's perfect for this moment. If you want to play it, it's in your chat.
You gotta send it to my email. I don't know if you can or not.
What's your email?
It's jdavenport09@gmail.com.
What's up,
Oh. What up, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, I'm ready for bed, man.
Hey, Davin.
I've been going to bed by 11 or 12 every night. You believe that?
What was the numbers? J Davenport.
09.
09.
Yeah, it's up here on the screen.
All right.
09. If you're doing the crime, you got to do the time.
But I just the amount I've seen.
That's right here on this dotted line.
Just the amount of people, like just the amount I've seen Johnny and Ryan talk. Uncle Dub, another one. just people that have no reason to act like assholes. Like there's somebody that's up there important when they're not. They have a lot of demons in their own that they need to work on.
Yeah.
Really have no business talking about anybody.
We all have a past, and most of us don't want that exploited.
Every one of us have weeds that grow in our yard.
Yep, absolutely.
I sent it to your email, Bubba.
Okay, I'm just waiting on it.
But yeah, a little bit about the song. I just wrote it yesterday. I came out with it yesterday, and I figured based on what you was talking about, I was like, yo, this is kind of the perfect song to explain what you're talking about. It is AI. I wrote all the lyrics to it, but I ran through AI. And I've already talked to Chaotic multiple times. He knows some of my work a little bit, and I've also been planning on doing my own vocals at one point.
Well, you got the definitely. I'm not just saying that because he's part of the team, but I can speak for it. Perfect person right there to talk to about it, because there was a point in time where he still was doing it just for therapy, but you could not get him to talk about doing this because people would sit there and talk shit on it. And it's finally got to the point where he's like, you know what, fuck you. It kind of started with Alan. That's who kind of started getting to the point where he was like, you know what, fuck you, guy. Because before then, you would get a little bit defensive on it. I'm not saying that they're like, but it's just being real with it. And then you kind of got to, you know what, fuck this. I like doing this. I enjoy doing this, and it helps me. So kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, good old water. All right. So this is your first song that you did, and it's ran through. So
it's not my first one. It's just the most recent one.
Got you.
Have I heard this yet?
I don't know. I don't think you have, Chaotic.
Okay.
I just shared this one, I think, on Facebook. I think this is the one.
Sometimes the loudest wars are the ones inside your head. Listen. Random thoughts in my mind, make or break every moment. Every choice got a shadow, every scar got a home. And opening doors just to stare at the truth. But truth are different when it's staring at you. They say like, everything hidden in scars, but without it, never seeing how far, being led by the darkness. Closed eyes in a maze, looking for answers but afraid of the pain. I've been walking through storms with a heart full of doubt, talking to God in the silence, screaming inside of my mouth. Learned early on that comfort is a cage. If you don't challenge your mind, you just ride with the days. Every loss taught lessons I can never ignore. Had to kick down my pride just to open some doors. Closed eyes never show you the truth in your face, so I'm opening everything no matter how many takes. So open your eyes, there's more to this life. Pain makes you stronger, love makes it right. Don't let the dark write the rest of your story. Every hard night gotta rise in the morning. Open your mind, don't stay confined. Ignorance cheap, but wisdom costs time. If you want success, you gotta learn through the hurt. Every tear you shed, just watering your word. They say ignorance bliss, but how you gon' grow if you scared of the truth and dig to the smoke? I seen dreams die slow in comfort zones, while brave souls bleed just to touch the ghost. Pain strength muscles you didn't know you had. Memory remind you why the struggle was bad. Love lets you share what the tears couldn't speak. Turn scars into sermons for the broken and weak. I lost friends to the streets and my piece of regret. Had nights where I prayed with a fist full of debt, but every downfall I've been low, I've been lost in my head. Had conversations with ghosts of things that I said, but I learned closed hearts never heal the same. And you can't outrun trauma if you won't face pain. Every door you afraid of got a lesson inside. Every tear that you bury just waits to collide. So feel it, don't hide it, let it reshape you. Your scars got a story somebody relate to. So open your eyes, just know this life. Pain makes you stronger, makes it right. Take in the bones and you're low, blow, still breathing that need, still writing your story. Open your mind, stay slow, simple thoughts make it simple for. Never settle for the change in your brain. You were built to evolve through the struggle and pain. Keep it on the line. Open your eyes to more light. Never stay in a simple mind. Yeah. Some doors hurt to open, but staying blind hurts worse. Staying blind hurts worse. Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, so I'm working on mastering and mixing. I'm still kind of new to that and trying to elevate the vocals with the instruments and whatnot. And I'm still working on the prompts. Like Chaotic's taught me a little bit. I've been doing this for what now, Chaotic? 4 days?
About that, yeah, about 4 or 5 days.
This is about 4 or 5 days in. So all the writing is me. I wrote every little bit of it and just ran through AI and told it what I wanted to sound like and what I was trying to go with it. And I do eventually, like I said, want to do my own vocals.
Definitely told a story. I can. That
Yep.
was yeah. Now that fit what we were talking about because that's a. How do you stop the wickedness in the reality? Like general speak of how do you stop the bullshit from getting to the next generation? Stop it with you.
Yep.
Because
really
You gotta have a culture shift.
that's what I used to say when I first started this, and I still mean that. I'm doing this for the person that I should have been, that needed me 10 years ago. That person, because I was that was me. I'm being that person I needed me then. Because if I would have had, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Nobody does. Usually you find out from experience, unless you are lucky to have, they don't, because I know they don't teach this shit in my schools of how to do a whole plan, a financial plan, how to set up what you got to do. Because unfortunately, sometimes you work and you lose more than you bring home. So how do you make up for that difference?
Right.
How do you plan for life situations? Because I don't know about y'all, but it seems like what they're trying to do is make us more stupid to make us hate each other so we can kill each other so they don't have to. But that's just me.
I feel that. Right. And that's what I'm trying to do with this AI music, really, and what eventually with my own vocals. I just want to send messages out to people. You know what I mean? I'm tired of the gang banging and all that kind of talk. Like anybody can rap about that. Anybody can rap about mudding and trucking. But can you tap into reality and tap into your heart and talk about real shit and move somebody to want to be a better person with just your lyrics? Can you do that? Because if you can do that for you, then you're a lyricist in my eyes. Fuck you, kids.
But y'all, it's been fun. It's been real. Like I said, I'll see y'all probably Friday night. I'll keep everybody updated.
Send me a friend's request. It's Kim Mason on my picture. It will say "Rise Up."
We're in the same group chat.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Oops. That'll be even easier. Sorry, Jay. There's so many people in there. I mean, I don't.
Shit, you should have seen the one I used to have before I started getting aggravated by everybody just using people. When Hickerbilly was in that with Chop and Banjo and a couple other ones, there was like over 65 of us from all over the country.
Yeah.
Well, I really hope you all enjoyed that song. I put my heart into that.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
It was a really good song. Great song.
Thank you, man.
Well written. Well written.
Appreciate that. So
it's been
Jay,
fun.
thanks
It's
for the
been real.
opportunity.
Much
I
love, bro.
appreciate you jumping up on here and being you were our direct correspondent with the situation because you got to watch everything that I didn't watch. So you got to speak from that point of view on it. So thank you for that.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
As always, appreciate you. But remember, y'all, if you're gonna do anything, make sure you do it straight savvy. If nobody believes in you, I sure as fuck do. There's a whole panel of people that definitely do because we know for sure what it's like to only have the person that believes in you is yourself. So
I don't
trust me. I still remember when I remember when I asked you when you first come on the fucking panel. I'm like, dude, this is a question I ask a lot of people. How the hell has nobody had you on their panel yet? I don't know. Like, you're in everybody's lives. Why the fuck have they not had you on the panel yet? I don't know. You're the first one. I'll take it.
I don't think I just recently got chaotic on mine. Shit.
Well, you gotta be careful where you catch them at because things going on in life. But
yeah,
there was a point in time when he had everything situated. That was kind of the frustration where he was able, and unless it was and he's not the only one in this, I'm also in this too. It got to a point where only time people seem to really remember our names and what we value is when they needed something. But when we needed something, it was crickets, unless they're available. But yeah, nah. So it got to the, like I said earlier, when it got to where Stone Dad, you can relate to this too, so can Ken. When it got to where it was more stressful and not fun, I stopped giving the shit less because it became very clear and apparent where my place was in a lot of people's lives. And as far as me having them on a pedestal, they didn't care about me like that. So I had to backtrack. So for those of you out there that might say, "Oh, Jay don't fuck with me," or Stone Dad or Ken or Chaotic doesn't, maybe you might want to look into, is the favor returned or is it more just a one-way street? Because if it's a one-way street, you can't blame us.
Big facts.
So just remember, y'all, stop the wickedness and just do better. Remember what it's like to have nobody believe in you. Try to do your best, even if it's buying somebody a sandwich that you don't know. That's putting it forward.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But y'all, I'm gonna get off all here so I can get little man situated. Me and her can watch our show. And
have a good night. Lots of love, man.
And I'm sure I'll talk with y'all tomorrow. And I will see y'all Friday, if not before. Much love to everybody. Peace.
Nanu, shit.